Approaching the end, 10 highest grossing zombie apocalypse movies rank. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Luxury Dreamworld. 7. Warm Bodies. Warm Bodies is a bit different from other classifications of zombie movies in that it manages to add in the elements of romance, making the films a romance horror. While following much of the same guidelines in terms of plot as other zombies horror films, the world's population is plunged into darkness and divisions as a plague separates humans from zombies. Jack Giant Slayer star Nicholas Hoult plays the roles as R, a zombie with more empathetic sides, who rescues an actual living human named Julie from being devoured by his more bloodthirsty counterpart. The two grow closer and form a deeper connections, causing R to become more and more human. It sounds like a zombified twist of a Beauty and the Beast. Nevertheless, the film grossed $117 million at the box office on a $35 million budget. 6. Zombieland. The first versions of Zombieland isn't much different from the sequel. The same cast of the character is present, except since its first installment of the movie, they are being introduced. The first movie explains the state of the zombie-infested world as being the cause of a virus that morphs fine citizens into body-snatching demons. The 2009 zombie comedy was directed by Ruben Fleischer and was written by Paul Wernick. Apart from having veteran actors in the movie like Woody Harrelson and Emma Stone, the movie has a huge success that paved the way for the sequel. Zombieland grossed $102 million, which is exceptional for its first installment. 5. Dawn of the Dead. The world of zombies and horror films witnessed a new and welcome additions to their list with the 2004 release of Dawn of the Dead. Although this movie didn't follow the usual explanations of a virulent virus outbreak leading billions of humans to morph into mindless carnivores, the actions and edge of viewer seat suspense keeps the viewer satisfied. There was also a fresh and surprising cast of characters in the movie. Directed by Zack Snyder, it also included Sarah Polley, Ty Burrell, Ving Rhames, Mackie Pfeiffer, and Ken Foree. The films also made bank with an estimated $102.3 million at the box office with only a $26 million budget. 4. Train to Busan. Although Train to Busan doesn't include a single American actor or actress, the 2016 South Korean action horror film is given credit for the killing it made at the box office, considering the amount of money that was spent on the budget being $8.5 million. Ultimately, the movie grossed $98.5 million at the worldwide box office, with the majority of those earnings being in South Korea and other territories, while only $2.2 million was from the United States and Canada. The main setting of the film was also different, as it took place mostly on a train. Nevertheless, it makes the list on one of the most successful Asian horror films to date. 3. 28 Days Later. With the frequent connections between deadly virus outbreaks and zombie apocalypse seems to be the theme for most of these zombies horror or action films, it lends to the seemingly irrational thought that the same thing may be experienced with our own real-life pandemic in 2021 and onward. At least if it were to happen, there would be enough Hollywood propaganda to prepare us for it. 28 Days Later is a science fiction horror film based out of the United Kingdom and was released in 2002. As if scripted, the film centers around the rage virus that quickly spreads after an infected chimpanzee is released by animal rights activists. A small team of survivors then band together to find safety. The cast of actors includes Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, Brendan Gleeson, and Megan Burns. On an $8 million budget, the movie grossed $82.7 million at the box office. 2. 28 Weeks Later. After receiving considerable success with the first film 28 Days Later, director Juan Carlos Fresnadillo decided to give it another shot in 2007 by releasing 28 Weeks Later. The time frame of this film segment is set at 6 months after the rage virus has devastated the British populations, and now the US Army is stepping back in to restore order and rebuild. Accompanying the army on the return back home are British refugees who fled for their safety. However, one of the returning refugees is still carrying the virus, and this time, it's worse than ever before. On a $15 million budget, this film did not do as well as the original, but made a profit nonetheless with a box office earning of $64.2 million. 1. Land of the Dead. Released in 2005, Land of the Dead focuses less on the cause of the zombie apocalypse and more on the post-apocalyptic setting that came as a result of societal instability. The film depicts a world overrun by zombies, and the survivors have sought to preserve themselves by building a segregated society away from the walking dead. Dennis Hopper plays ruthless dictator Paul Kaufman, who rules the factions with harsh class distinctions, but Cholo de Mora, played by John Leguizamo, leads a secret rebellion against the dictator while simultaneously fighting against an adapting and evolving zombie species. Other actors include Asia Argentina and Simon Baker. The film grossed $46.8 million at the box office on a $15 million budget. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you will love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.